Hi guys, it's Nikki, Creative Nicki's Homemade Crafts. Today I would like to teach you how to do the Celtic Weave Stitch. It is just a normal cable stitch, just a little shifted. It's very pretty and you can use it for like baskets or blankets or even hats. So it's super duper easy, and the main thing is you have to know how to do double crochets, front post double crochets, and back post double crochets. So if you know how to do that, this should be very easy, and you shouldn't have a problem doing it. I apologize for the jets. I always have jets flying by. Okay, so this is a simple row of a chain and double crochets right on top. So in order to start, you're going to need to know how wide or long or whatever you need to do. But basically, let's say you're doing it in a flat piece, okay? Let's say you're making a blanket. If you're making a blanket, the whole entire number of either chains or chains that you need in the beginning should be divisible by 4. Okay, so to explain this, here you can see you have always 2 right here, and then there's in the back 2 of them. Okay, so that's a set of 4. Okay, so you always have a set of 4. Now then you also have a double crochet in the front and in the back to make it, have an edge to the whole piece. So that's 2. Okay, and then you have 2 additional ones right here for the foundation chain, the turning chain. Okay, so it would be a number that's divisible by 4. In this case, I made 16 and then went back, had double crochets, which would be 14 double crochets. 1 in the front, 1 in the back, and then 12 in between. Okay, so let's get started. So after you have that, it can be half double crochets too, it doesn't have to be double crochets. Okay, you do your turning chain of 2, I won't count it. And then you do a double crochet in the first stitch. Okay, now we're going to look at the next 4 double crochets like this. So I'm kind of spreading them out so you see what I'm doing. Okay, so we're going to count this as 1, 2, 3, 4. So you're going to skip 1 and 2 and going straight to 3 and 4. Okay, so you're going to do a double crochet around this double crochet. Okay, just like that. And then you're doing the same for number 4. Now you're going to go back to those 2, okay, like this. So those are called front post double crochets. Okay, or you're going around it and pushing it to the front like this. Okay, so once you did your first set of 4, you're moving on to the next set of 4. So again, you're looking at 4 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You're skipping 1 and 2 and going straight to 3 and 4 and doing front post double crochets. Then you're going back to number 1 and 2 and doing the same over there. So sometimes you kind of have to bend it a little bit. I always push my stuff to the side so I see where I'm going. Just like that. So there's my double crochet. And I'm going around it to make a front post double crochet. Okay, we've finished our next set of 4. Now we're going to the last set of 4 right here. Again, we're skipping 1 and 2, we're going to 3 and 4 and doing this whole thing again. Okay, now we're going to 1 and 2. Just like this. Okay, now you're doing in the last chain, the last stitch right here, you're doing a double crochet, just a normal double crochet. Okay, so let me show you how this looks like now. So this is how it looks like now. This is row 2. Okay, kind of looks a little twisted, but it's exactly how it's supposed to look like. Okay, we're doing our turning chain of 2. Okay, and now we're going to shift it a little bit. So first we're going to do the entire row. It's going to be back post double crochets. So the first two right here, these two we're going to do right away, normal back post double crochets. Okay, so it will be, here's number one. Okay, this one right here. We just did this as the last one. Okay, let me show you again. It's right here. It's this one. Okay, but we're going from the back around like this. So this is the back post, okay? And doing just a normal back post double crochet, just that you're going around it. The same for the next one. Kind of have to twist it, like pull to the side a little bit so you can see where you are. Okay, it's better to count in stitches in this case so you know where you're at. Okay, so now we have the next 4 stitches. I'm just going to count from the top. So let me kind of pull this out so you can show you. Okay, here's stitch 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you can count it as the over here too, but it's hard to see. So this will be 3 and 4, and then 1 and 2 is kind of hiding behind. Okay, so we're first going to 3 and 4. So those are the ones that are in front. Do you see these right here? That's where we're going first. So going around it like that on both 3 and 4, and doing back post like that. Okay, now we're going back to those two right here. So you see them from the back right here, but you have to come from this side. Okay, so you're going around it. What I do is kind of pull it a little bit and put my thumb on it so I know where to go. Okay, so these are the 2 right here, 1 and 2. So I'm going to 1 first, and now going to 2. Okay, and now we're doing the next 4. Okay, so this is the next set. Okay, so you have to look again. Here's 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. We're going to 3 and 4 first. Like this. Now here is 1 and 2 again, right here. Okay, but we have to come from the other side. So put your thumb on it, like I do, and you know exactly where 1 and 2 is. And here's 2. Okay, so we have 2 stitches left plus a double crochet. So we're going to do right here on these 2 stitches, we're going to do 2, like 1 each, back post double crochets. Like this. Oops, lost it. Okay, and then just a normal double crochet. Now you turn and look how it looks like. Really pretty, doesn't it? So it might be a little bit more work, but it is totally worth it. Okay, so let's do our chain of 2. Okay, so now we're going to count again normally. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we start always with 3 and 4. Okay, unless we're in the back, then we first do something else. So 3 and 4, and then we're going to 1 and 2. These are front post double crochets again. Okay, gonna move a little bit. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, because there's another set over there. Sorry about that. Okay, so again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 and 4 first. And then you kind of go in the back. So you have to kind of pull it apart so you see where you're going right here. From the back. Here we go. Okay, and now we're doing our last set. Okay, so when you're in the front like me, you should have 3 sets. If you're doing it the other way around, we'll do it in a second. Again, you have 2 sets. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're going first to 3 and 4. Okay, and then 1 and 2. which are kind of hidden behind. Kind of have to pull apart a little bit. Okay, and then we have our double crochet right here. Okay, chain of 2 and turn. Now we're in the back, okay? So this is my last row that I'm going to show you, because then it's just going to repeat over and over again, okay? So it can look for beginners very complicated, but it's actually not. As long as you look at your last row that you just did and focus on that rather than the whole thing, you should be fine. Okay, so when you're in the back, in my case, I have one set less than on the other side, okay, because I'm doing a shift. So let me show you from here. So these 2, and then over here the last 2 are just getting straight ones, okay, straight back post double crochets. So here, the last 2 that we just did, they're going straight up, okay? So 1 and 2, okay, back post double crochets like that, they're straight up. And now we're looking at a set of 4, okay? So here's 1 and 2, and then 3 and 4. So we're going first to 3 and 4. And now we're going to 1 and 2, which are right here, but you have to do it from here. So I always put, as I said, my thumb on it, like this, so I know where they are, okay? Kind of spread it apart a little bit. Here is number 1. Oops. There we go. And now number 2. Okay, now we're doing that again. So here is 1 and 2, and here's 3 and 4. So we're going first to 3 and 4. Okay, and now we're going to 1 and 2, which are kind of hidden behind from this perspective. So you can see them right here. So you just push them to the front so you know where you're going. I'm going through around 1 first, and then 2. Okay, so now I have finished my sets. I have 2 more over here that I have to do straight or vertical back post double crochets. Oops. And then a double crochet in a last stitch. Okay, so this is how it looks like. And now you just would be repeating those rows over and over again, right? The last 2. So this is a very, very pretty and textured stitch. And I was actually asked to make a tutorial on this Celtic Weave Stitch. It's really pretty. There are some people who make whole blankets with this. So I hope this video was helpful. I understand that it can be tricky if you've done it, doing it the very first time. You kind of don't know where to go. Just watch the video over and over again. I have photos on my website as well. The link is in the description. Unless you're already on my website and seeing this, you should be able to follow along pretty well. If you still have trouble, you can feel free to contact me, and I'm happy to explain more things in detail. But anyways, I hope you can give it a thumbs up and share this video or the link to my pattern or crochet stitch pattern, I should say. And I hope to see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.